Welcome back. In our last video, I left you with a little bit with this, and then the challenge to build a fully fleshed out level. I even added a video that just kind of shows the sped through process of me creating it. This is what it looks like if you didn't watch any of those. Nothing too heavy, just enough that we need for the purposes of this video. But right now, there's a big problem. If I press play, you're going to see that. Well, there I am right there. But the camera's not following me, so if I come over here and go off screen, I'm just still off screen. So we need to fix that. So in order to fix that, we're gonna add what's called a Cinemachine Camera. So let's go up here to Windows and come down here to Package Manager, then Package Manager. Cinemachine does not come installed by default, so you're gonna want to go to your Package Manager, click on Unity Registry, then just type in Cine, and it will pop up. And then mine says locate because I've already installed it. Here's just gonna say install. Just click that button. It'll take a minute or two to install, and then you can continue on. Alright, now that you have it installed, we're gonna go ahead and right click in our hierarchy, come down to Cinemachine. We're gonna go and hover over targeted cameras and choose 2D camera. So right away that puts the Cinemachine Camera in your view, and if we click on the game, we can see that right now it's showing the whole thing. We'll fix that here in a bit. Right now, go ahead and click on the main camera. What you're gonna see from the main camera is that it actually added a Cinemachine Brain to it. Okay. Basically, what's gonna happen, what this is it's kind of like a director, right? Telling the lens exactly what to look at and how to move. So we're gonna click on our Cinemachine Camera, and over here in the inspector, we're gonna find the property that's called follow. It's called tracking target now, not follow. So we're gonna put the player inside of there, and so it's gonna track the player. So if we press play now, we should see it start to follow the player as it moves. And so you can see it's still really far away, so we gotta fix that. I also noticed that the jumping is a little floaty, so we'll add some weight and adjust the gravity on that, probably when we start doing the animation videos. But for right now, that works just fine. So now we're gonna remove that robotic, like super far away and feeling. So what we're gonna do is we're first going to look at the lens section here. Let's bring that down here. So this option here that says orthographic size, we're gonna bring that number down so it zooms in more on our player. If you want, you can actually bring your game view out so you can kind of see more of what the camera is gonna be looking at. So as I bring this orthographic size down, it zooms in more on the player. And so something probably about like that is going to be fine for us. No, maybe we'll go with 5, and even 5. There we go. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to be looking at more of the controlling the view and positioning of the camera. So in the right under Cinemachine Position Compose, we're going to click on Dead Zone. What this does is it shows basically what the camera's looking at, right, or focusing on, and everything inside of this center square is where the camera's focus is primarily on. As long as the player stays inside this square, then the camera's not going to move. But once he jumps and starts reaching into this blue square, or moves to the right or left, moves into these squares, then the camera's going to move and adjust its position slightly to track the player. So we're going to leave that on. Yours by default is going to be super small, something like this. Go ahead and just increase it. I did mine about like that, because I don't really need to worry about the beneath the ground because it's not going beneath the ground, you know. The next thing that we're going to look at is the damping settings for the X and Y axis. Damping is the delay, right, or the smoothness of the camera catching up to player once they leave the dead zone. If you increase the X dampening slightly, and so that's down here, if you increase that slightly, then the camera will glide to a stop when your player stops instead of just halting, right? So we're just gonna move this up to probably, we'll go 1.2 just to test that out. And so let's go ahead and look at what that looks like in our game view. Alright, so our player's moving. You can see now I'm in that dead zone, so it stops. There's a little bit of a glide there when I stop. So I'm going to come up here, and I need to make that, I probably need to split that, separate that so it's a little bit smoother, or there's a space between it, bigger space between it. And then we can come over here, jump up, and then jump is definitely too powerful. So I almost reached up there into that top one. Let's see. And so this is what it looks like just running through the level. And then my level end, once we get to that part, will be up here somewhere. I'll figure out something to put right there to transition to the next level. So, alright, that's it folks. Make sure you save your scene. Now that we have a sprawling level and a working camera, it's time to make our character actually look alive instead of sliding around like a statue. In the next video, we're going to open up the animation window and start animating our idle, run, and jump states. We'll also fix that floatiness with the jumping and just the jumping strength as well. So until then, keep learning, keep building. I'll see you in the next video.